meant to bring this up a few weeks ago. We can talk about this. You ever know about Dawgy G?
No.
Tommy DeVos?
No.
Kind of like a legendary hacker.
Okay.
I listened to a little podcast about him.
Okay, tell me about it.
Fun guy. Okay. So he kind of started his hacking career by just hanging out on IRC.
Okay.
And wanting to know more about hacking.
Okay.
So it started with him and kind of brute forcing his way socially into a group. And then they made him part of this group of hackers where they would take over IRC channels.
Okay.
So I was like, fun kind of kids.
Yeah.
I think their hacker group was like TFK or something, and it stood for those fucking kids.
Okay.
And then they evolved into defacing websites.
Okay.
So he's done them all, like Alta Vista, Yahoo, whatever. So then I think because I forgot what of these, but he defaced something and he basically got arrested. Oh, no.
Yeah, was it the FBI?
No. He issued a fake threat onto his school.
Okay.
He hacked a Korean military's general's email.
Okay.
Then he sent an email to his school saying we're taking action, whatever.
We're gonna destroy just this one school?
Yeah, whatever. And it was I think he grew up in a small town, so naturally they're kind of like, oh, fuck.
Okay.
And he just did that because he didn't want to be in school.
Right.
He just wanted to go hang out with his boys. And so he got caught. And I think he was put on probation. He basically did a couple prison stints. And conditions of his probation every time were you can't use a computer. And he kind of really struggled with that because it's kind of all he knew. He was young. There was a point in time where he was on probation, and what he used to do was he had a computer, I would imagine an open case, and if he ever saw his parole officer pulling up, he would dismantle the PC, put different parts surrounding his room.
Okay.
He did this one time, and he forgot to put the keyboard away.
Okay.
So the PO side, and he went back in. He got back out, and he set up his computer so that now he could see out a window, but whoever was driving up couldn't see into his window.
Okay.
And some fucking FBI agents, I guess his parents needed to sell their home, so some FBI agents came posing as people interested in purchasing the home.
Way.
And they saw him in the room on the computer. So they came back with a warrant, and and then I think that was the one that put him away for a while.
Okay.
And
was he hacking while he was on parole?
Yeah, I mean, he's just fucking around with his friends, and there's this person that commented on the podcast saying he's so fucking pathetic he doesn't even realize it. And that's obviously a young person talking shit, and I was thinking they don't understand in his era. Probably one, dude, it's really funny anyone from Gen Z criticizing someone like this. It's dude, you couldn't stay off your phone for a fucking week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was nothing to fucking do back then.
I know, and this was when the internet was an entirely separate world.
Yeah.
It was when if VR ever actually becomes a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You go home and you log on to VR. That's what it was like. You log on to IRC and you chat live with your friends without anyone looking over your shoulder or
It was the most magic thing possible. So
or logging on to video games or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the best.
So he goes away and he does some time. And in prison, accumulated a bunch of tats, got into bullshit. And he gets out. And so the crazy part is he's clean, and now he hears
hacking.
Yeah, well, clean, his record's clean.
Okay.
Now. He's done his time.
Yeah.
Because he kind of kept going in and out for the same charge.
Yeah.
He kept breaking parole, I think. And so then he discovers, so now we're at the point where tech has kind of grown, and now they're doing the bug bounties. So he sees one for $150. He needs money, and every time he goes to apply for work, he can't get a job. I think he even applied to a bank at some point, and he had a really good resume, but because of his federal record, they were basically thinking that he might go in and steal money.
Okay.
So they're like, oh, sorry, can't move forward.
Yeah.
So he sees these bug bounties, and that's kind of his like his means now, where he takes down these crazy bug bounties. And what's wild is I think he initially went to prison for defacing Yahoo's website, and now he's getting paid from them to basically hack their shit and figure out, or I don't think Yahoo exists anymore, but that was like one of his bug bounties. So it's like it came full circle, but it begs the question, like, was arresting him even necessary? Like, was that just some boomer crony thing where they're like, you're a bad child?
Is this guy famous?
Yeah, Dawgy G, Tommy DeVos.
Look him up.
These are his bug bounties.
How much has he made?
He's made a fuck ton of money. He had a bug bounty where he
what does that say?
So that one bug he was paid out $10,000 for, but that was disclosed 5 years ago. A lot of times the bounties aren't disclosed publicly.
Yeah, he said he did one bug bounty, and from a single bounty he made $150,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And what is he doing? Is he fixing bugs, or is he hacking their systems from the outside?
Yeah, he's hacking from the outside, but I think they're putting up like bug reports, like, hey, we're having this issue. If someone can figure it out, we just can't figure it out. And so he's just sitting there doing like reverse engineering. And so the podcast is really interesting because by the end of it, he's basically saying, this is what's this channel?
Jack Reisner. It's just the Darknet Diaries podcast.
Yeah, Darknet Diaries Podcast.
Ooh, who else does he interview?
I don't know. I was going to go through some more, but this one was pretty good.
I'm already compelled by this.
Yeah.
Just like underground internet shit.
Yeah. Hackers, black hat. It's just always cool.
You know what I was thinking would be a great scam? Just while we're talking about hacking and stealing and shit like that. Fake parking tickets.
Yeah. It'd be so easy.
So fucking easy.
Yeah.
You know how,
just like a pay with this QR code?
Yeah, it's like, hey, you got tagged for this. And then the websites are always like lacity-parking.co.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck is this? And you go to it and it's like barely a government website.
Yeah.
Like the government contracted some stupid developer to make this.
Oh,
look
dude.
horrible always. It always looks like a scam.
Yeah.
So why not just make your own and then just leave the parking tickets around?
Those payment flows are like weird old like PHP pages.
I know.
Where it's just a form and you just send card info in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, California teen made fake parking tickets and scanned to collect payments, please. Yeah.
No way. Someone did it?
Yeah.
Arrested a 19-year-old, they say, made fake parking tickets and put them on parked cars near the beach. The fake tickets had a QR code that victims could scan to pay the fraudulent citations.
Yeah.
How'd he get caught?
Probably a shit ton, bro.
You think so? Probably. So many people probably fall for that. And so many people just pay them without thinking.
Yeah, if you get a couple people, each ticket's like $80. Like,
yeah.
I bet he got caught because he like put something stupid on the what it has to have a reason for it, shitty car. Shitty car.
I bet you just dumped
car sucks ass. Lol.
You probably just dumped a ticket on like a city person or an actual parking person
Probably.
Pulled up and was like, "The fuck is this?"
Yeah, probably.
And then they just traced the purchase.
He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. They called me today to do it. They didn't tell you? I'm taking your shift today."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, man. I got it.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Is that him?
Thomas DeVos.
Oh, that's the Dawgy G?
Yeah. Oh, so you got a regular job? So that was, I think, one of the most interesting things he said was, as much as bug bounties paid really well, he was really, really craving a legitimate job.
Yeah.
Because one, his father just for the longest time just looked down on him, didn't respect him, and he didn't view all the knowledge he was accruing as a hacker as like useful or honorable or whatever. And so he was like, when he applied for that bank job, I believe he said he was kind of crushed because he was hoping that would have opened the door for him and his father to like actually have a relationship again. And above everything, he really wanted like a regular 9-to-5. He also said that bug bounties was just really depressing because he could do it in a pretty short amount of time, and he's accruing like large sums of cash so he can take a lot of time off. He said there's only so much Xbox I can play before I'm like craving social interaction.
Well, no, disagree with that, but
Maybe.
yeah, no, that's totally fair.
Yeah, I think he just, he strikes me as one of those dudes that didn't know he was good at something and he realized it very late in life. So now it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was also really, really interesting part where he knew he was going to go to prison in like 2 weeks. And so for 2 weeks, he was just going ham. He actually has a massive interest in cars. He owns a lot of Skylines, which is really sick. And so he's like, for 2 weeks, I was just street racing, partying every night, trying to sleep with as many girls as possible because I knew, I'm going away for a long fucking time. Yeah. I'm like, that's pretty hard.
Yeah. That is pretty sick. Just all out
Just because he put
2 weeks.
Yeah, just because he put dicks on yahoo.com.
Yeah.
So petty.
Yeah.